Big weekend coming up at Santa Anita, Memorial Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday racing. Graded stakes all over the place. Let's dive into Friday and start building the bankroll. I am looking at the daily racing form past performances. And this weekend, DRF has a huge sale, Memorial Day sale, up to 50% off past performances, picks, clocker reports, and digital paper. We'll show you exactly what that sale looks like at the end of the video. But if you're someone who purchases DRF past performances or any of the DRF tools, just purchase them this weekend with that big sale and take advantage of it. You know, Saratoga, you know, Del Mar's coming up. You're going to be using those clocker reports. So take advantage now while you can save. Let's get over to Santa Anita for Friday and let's take a look at races 2, 3, and 5. So race number 2 is a mile on the turf course here. It's a optional 50 and it's not the biggest field in the world. I expect the 3 Slam Diego to take a bunch of money. He's 9 to 5. She's 9 to 5 on the morning line. Rose Barton is going to take some money. She has only raced twice here, but she has a little bit of back class, so she wouldn't shock. And then you have Tiergarten on the outside who's 8 to 5. So those 3 will take the bulk of the support. I think the one's a little sneaky in here, Precious Baby. So let's look at her form overall. Her career debut going a mile on the turf, she goes wire to wire. And following that, she's kind of just been in tough spots. And when she's in races where she's not getting the lead, she just doesn't want to pass horses. So her last few, she's been in races where they went very fast early on. Look, they went 23 flat in a mile race on January the 28th. Right before that, she was just in way too tough. That was an open first level allowance, going a mile and an eighth on the turf, probably in too tough and too far. January 28th, can't get the lead because they're going so quick. March 9th, can't get the lead because they're going that quick on the dirt. April 8th, again, they're going very, very quick early. Last time out, she runs into a horse named Ancient Peace, who's a very nice horse. This one came back recently, was a 6-length winner in that April 8th race, and then was in the Providencia and tried Graded Stakes Company. But that's a nice individual. So I'm looking at this field and I'm hoping that they just get really aggressive with Precious Baby from the inside, send hard. She gets back to the turf where she's had her success. She's faster than Nora's Princess. She's faster than Slam Diego. She's faster than Rose Barton. She's faster than Tiergarten. I think she's the one to catch. Precious Baby, 6 to 1 on the morning line. We wouldn't want to take too much lower than that. The measuring, the kind of baseline for her is about 9 to 2 for me. So I'd need 5 to 1 to make that wager on Precious Baby, the number 1 in race 2. Let's move right next door. We're going to see a horse in here named Worcester. Worcester was the 3rd place finisher in the Bob Lewis. This horse went to Dubai, was in the UAE Derby behind Derma Sotogake and Continuar. And he lost to a couple other very highly regarded Baffert horses to start his career, Faustin and Hijazi. He's 3 to 5 on the morning line, so he's going to get bet. Now, could absolutely win this race. He's probably the most likely winner in this race. But keep in mind, he's already been a horse who hadn't put it all together. And now he's coming back from Dubai. That Dubai trip takes a lot out of horses sometimes. This is the best time to play against a horse like that when they're making their first start back off the Dubai trip. So now, if the approach in this race is we're playing against Worcester. So let's start going through the rest of the field. So we're against the 5, the 6. Can I make a case for Noble Gary? Not really. He's going to stretch out and try the dirt. Didn't really show much. I need to see more from him before I could really get excited with him. How about Smart Mo? First time starter going long. Not easy. This horse seems a little more turfy. Also, if you look at the pedigree, the dam was all turf. All 8 victories came on the grass. There's not a whole lot to dive into as far as pedigree is concerned. And first time out of the box for Sheriffs, not necessarily what they do the best, maybe down the line. So now all of a sudden we've crossed out the 6. We're not going to play the 5 because it's too short. Crossed out the 4, Smart Mo. Dazzle Me Silver. Well, yes, this horse can absolutely win. He was in the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby last time out behind Practical Move. If you're trying to bet this race and, if you're playing any sort of early exotics, like an early pick 5, I would use the 3 along with maybe one other if you're trying to beat Worcester. I think for him, just excusing that Santa Anita Derby race gets him right back to this level where he fits very well. I had a tough time getting to Finding Love, and now kind of by process of elimination, you get to Austonian. Now I know he's a Calbred in this race, and his last effort wasn't the best. He had a really bad start. He kind of hit the gate and he got bumped around. We can see it on the head on here when we pull it up. So Austonian in this race we're watching, he's the 7. Watch him right here to start. Hits the gate and then bump, 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 loses his fitting, and now the field just closes. Like he's still getting kind of bounced back and forth as he was in. That's just a brutal way to start. When that happens, a lot of times you can just eliminate that race. Can we eliminate that race and just play him off the March 5th? For just playing him off March 5th, I think with the blinkers coming on from the rail, Finding Love isn't really fast. Dazzle Me Silver isn't really fast. I think he'll want to be forwardly placed. Worcester's not really fast. Smart Mo isn't really fast, and neither is Noble Gary. I think we might get another instance of a horse stretching out from sprint races with the blinkers coming on and just sending hard. Is Austonian as good as a horse like Worcester or maybe even Dazzle Me Silver? Maybe not. But in this spot, I think he may be able to get some separation here. Number 1, Austonian, 6-1 on the morning line. Let's move to race number 5. Talk about one more on the Santa Anita card for Friday. I'm looking at Ghazali in here, the number 3. So his last race wasn't good. Plain and simple. We don't have to sugarcoat it. April 30th. He was coming off of almost a 2-year layoff. And he had some trouble early. So 2 years off, you get back to the races, and then you have trouble right off the bat. I think we can just eliminate that race and use it as a fitness building race. I think Ghazali was able to gain a lot of fitness out of that April 30th race. Look, this is a 5-year-old who they paid $1 million for, had as beautiful bred horse. If he was not ready and still didn't have something left, I don't think he would be back running. Now, let's look at Ghazali. Debuts back at Gulfstream Park, and he's behind Prevalence. We just saw Prevalence come back over the weekend and was the runner-up in the Maryland Sprint, and Prevalence is a graded stakes winner. It's also a decent race with horses like Stage Raider. You also have Quantum Leap in there, who came out of that race and showed good success. So if we're looking at some of the horses Ghazali faced early on in his career, Prevalence, Stage Raider, there's Quantum Leap, about Mask Parade, another one. A nice horse. This is a graded stakes winner. He won the Ohio Derby, was 3rd in the Jim Dandy. Ghazali was right behind that one. Wolfie's Dynaghost, seen recently. This is a multiple stakes winner. Wolf was just in the Grade 1 Turf Classic. He won the Kentucky Cup Classic over at Turfway. Look at how live this race was, too. You had Founder, Restored Order, and Spectator List all come back and win in their next start. So Ghazali had faced good company, sharp horses, and then on July the 21st, he's sent to the bench for a long time. He shows back up on April the 30th, probably needs the race. That was in a tougher spot. That was against a first-level allowance group, so this is class relief here for him. Should be way, way fitter. Aguilar jumps aboard for Vladimir Serin. I like the 3, Ghazali, who's 15-1 on the morning line. So there's a look at a couple plays for you at Santa Anita. Don't forget that Memorial Day sale, drf.com, daily racing form, past performances, picks, Clocker reports, digital paper, all of the tools that you use, they have them there for you. We can show you just a look at what it is like when you see the sale and all the specifics of the sale. So let's take a look. The Memorial Day sale gets you 20% off on the 20 card classic formulator. You can get 60 card classic formulators for 20% off. You can get Clocker reports, DRF picks, the monthly plan, the paper, which is the daily racing forms. If you want the exact replica of what the racing form is, you can get the digital paper. They will email it to you every single night. Saratoga's coming up. Del Mar's coming up. If you use DRF for past performances, for Clocker reports, for anything, now is the time to take advantage and save. Good luck this weekend.